All right, so it is Friday, May 2nd, 2024. We're out here at the Henry Fork Trailhead for Kings Peak in Utah. We decided to come up a little day early, sleep at the trailhead, and start off early in the morning versus having to drive 4 hours to the trailhead and then hiking in the morning. So that's the plan. You can't quite get to the Henry Fork Trailhead. We're about a mile and a half from it because of the snow. So we're further than the winter trailhead, but not quite the summer trailhead. I'm looking forward to the hike. It's supposed to be cold, some snow on Sunday. That's why we're starting it a little earlier. We're going to try to summit on Saturday and then get back to Dollar Lake and camp there for Saturday night and then come back to the vehicle on Sunday. So that's the plan. Stay tuned. All right, so we are awake. It's about 5:15 a.m. We are packing up our bags, getting ready to head out on the trail. Look at me. It's really cold. We set up a tent last night, and the walls of the tent had crystals on it from how cold it was, and we woke up and most of our water is frozen, so hopefully it'll thaw out sooner than later. We've got the car running now to try to get some water before we head out on the trail, but it's supposed to get above freezing in a couple hours, so we should be fine. Hopefully. Alright, so as you're able to see, we are finally headed off on the trail. It's 6 o'clock. Ground is frozen. A little bit of snow on the ground. Some running water. So I'm confident that we'll have some water sources a little further up the mountain. It's pretty cold. I'd say it's about in the 20s right now. Alright, so we finally made it to the trailhead. So we're at 1.7 miles in. We've got what was it, like 25 miles round trip from the trailhead. So we got 12 and a half miles to the summit, about 9 miles to Dollar Lake where we plan on dropping our stuff and camping. Yeah. So I'm going to sign the register showing that we're headed in. The road up was still pretty snowy. It was clear for a lot of it, so definitely if you're skiing in, wait to put on your skis. There's a lot of dry road, so you'd probably be better off hiking up to the trailhead. It still looks pretty clear from here, so we'll see how snow covered it gets with time. Yeah, we brought our snowshoes, we brought our crampons, I got our ice axes. What else did we bring? That's about it. I brought an avalanche shovel and probe just in case. Because, safety first. You never know. But avalanche risk is probably pretty darn small right about now. But we won't be attempting Anderson Pass. We're going to go up Gunsight Pass. Take the longer, less steep route. Only in 1.7 miles in, I'm already starting to feel sore. First hike of the year is always like that, though. All right. We're about 3 miles in. 6 miles to go to Dollar Lake. We are now seeing mostly snow-covered trails. Our had a camelback, but it got pretty frozen. Seems like there's still running water in the stream. So I've got my water filter with me, of course, and we have a camp stove. So, worst case scenario, we'll melt their water, but definitely has been quite the trek. And we're only, when I say 3 miles, I mean 3 miles from the trailhead. So we're actually about 5 miles in because we started a couple miles ahead of the trailhead due to snow on the road. And we only brought a 2-wheel drive vehicle, so that was a safe decision to stop and hike it in. So we're about 5 miles in, about 6 more miles to go to Dollar Lake, which is where we're gonna drop all our camping stuff off. Reduce the load quite a bit, and then we'll go from there. Plan is, I think I mentioned this already, I might edit this part out, but plan is to summit today because there's snow coming in tomorrow. So we want to not have to try to get on the peak during heavy snow tomorrow. Some of these little climbs are steep. And you go right back down. So I'm sure the snow is going to add a little extra elevation gain from the ups and downs. But that's all right. So yeah, we're going about 28 miles total, about 5 miles in. Still not quite any good views yet, but they will come. They will come. Alright, so we're stopping for our first break of the day. About 6 miles in, we've been going for about 2.5 hours so far. Definitely need some refreshments, some snacks. Get rehydrated to push on to the Dollar Lake, where we're going to drop all our heavy stuff off and continue on up the mountain. So probably about another 2.5 hours at Dollar Lake if we keep up at this pace. It's a finally mostly snow-covered trail now. Probably about 5 miles in is when it went from spotty to mostly snow. The ground has been very hard. We haven't needed our snowshoes or crampons or anything yet, so that's helping us keep a faster pace. So, yeah, so I like 6 miles in, total of 28-ish. So we got about 22 miles to go, about a quarter of the way done. So that's nice. I say a quarter, but it's more like a fifth. It's nice out though. Finally warmed up a little bit. Still can't see much, it's just a bunch of trees. Much snow. Haven't seen any animal tracks, only like one bird, so keeping my eyes peeled for some mooses. Moose. The plural of moose is moose. That's just weird. It should be meese. There it is. This way a little bit so you can see King's Peak. It's the pointy one on the left. Halfway there. So we've officially made it to Dollar Lake. It's over there, I guess. It seems to be frozen over, which is fine. We brought our camp stove to melt water if we need. What time is it? Oh, yes. I'm so sweaty. It's 11 o'clock. We started at 6. So that's 5 hours to go. About 10 and a half miles. It's 2 miles an hour. It's not bad. She went over there to see if any good camping spots over there. But that... we're... I think over that direction is the pass, Gunsight Pass. We could see Kings Peak earlier, but I think it's actually right through those trees. Pretty darn snow covered. I don't know where all the skier tracks went. We were following some backcountry skiers in, but then they veered off left. Before Dollar Lake for some reason. Using our 2 versions of offline maps, we determined that that's not the direction that we wanted to go. We were looking at Anderson Pass as well, but I think we've decided just to go around and go to Gunsight Pass. Turned out to be a nice day though. Not a whole lot of snow cover on the actual mountainsides. All the rock. The snow is very hard as long as you don't step on any of the underbrush shrubbery, because of course the snow is not as compact there, not as dense, so you can't really walk on it, you fall right in. So 2 or 3 times I've post-holed today have been specifically because not watching where I'm putting my feet. Still have our snowshoes and crampons, but I don't think we're really going to need them. But I will definitely let you guys know if we end up using them or not. If it is a warm day, you're definitely going to need your snowshoes if it's going to get over like 40 degrees, because that'll make the snow real soft. She's all the way over there. Sounds like Dollar Lake is frozen over, as anticipated. All right, so we're about 11,000 feet elevation, which is of course when I hit a wall. Oh, kicking my booty. Kicking my booty. We're like 12 miles in, kicking my booty. That's Anderson Pass right in front of us, but we're going over to Gunsight Pass. Why do I do this to myself? Why do I torture myself with all these crazy dreams and aspirations of climbing all the state high points? Oh, I love Utah. But boy, oh, this is a hike. So we're definitely mileage-wise like 80% done, but we still got like 3,000 feet of elevation gain. God, which means we've only done 2. Oh goodness. Oh. Yeah, there's Anderson Pass. Some beautiful scenery. We did see a couple other people that did do Anderson Pass. And then they're over there. I don't know if you can see them, but they're like directly in front of that camera now. Oh. All right. So we have officially, so I'm checking my Garmin. I love this thing. We've officially been hiking for 7 hours. Oh, yeah. We've done about 10 miles. Hey, there's someone skiing down the pass now. Someone skiing down the pass. I know you guys can't see that, but there's a little person coming down Anderson Pass. Holy moly. Oh, these last, what are we at? We're 11,100 feet. The peak's 13,500. There's 2,400 feet of elevation gain to go. And I'm so tired. I'm just hoping my Cliff Bar and my food, I think that's all I've eaten. Cliff Bar, some liquid IV hydration mixers, and a mixer with what's that thing in it that makes you go yay? Caffeine. It's got caffeine in it. I need all the help I can get. So we found the tiniest of streams so that we can get some water. glad that we found something, because
melting water just takes so long. So yeah, here we are at Gunsight Pass. Super windy. This is Gunsight Pass. In the middle of it, in a rock field. Luckily this rock field is getting some heat from the sun and melting the snow for us, so we have something to drink. We could always melt the snow, but that seems to take a lot longer than just finding a stream. But this is the way we came from. A long way up.
And it's making for slow moving for the last 2,000 feet of elevation, which is like a mile and a half. It's crazy. The end of this is super steep.
This is the way we came from. A long way up. Alright, so we made it to Gunsight Pass. As you can tell, it's super windy. We're going to try to go that direction up that hill over there instead of going down and around. Should be a little easier going across as long as it's not too soft. Wind is nearly blowing us off this mountain, so we donned our face masks. Because of the wind, we're wearing our face masks.
Trying to decide if we want to put on our crampons or not on this.
Turning around. It's around 5:30 right now, and we're still a couple thousand feet from the summit. So for safety, we're going to turn around, head back to camp. Just ran out of energy. Definitely don't want to push it too hard. Put anybody in danger. Very beautiful up here though. Sitting out of the wind, taking it all in for a moment. Knowing this is not the last time I will see this view.
Alright, it is so windy today. Luckily we got a camping spot in all these trees and it seems to be blocking most of the wind. So yeah, we got back to our camping spot at Dollar Lake. We hiked a total of about 18 miles today, and we are both beat. The last mile was just... So tonight's going to be rest, try to rehydrate so we can get out of here tomorrow without any issues. Yeah. Night 2, sleeping in a tent. The main reason we were wanting to do this hike was to prepare for Rainier in June, as there may still be snow on the ground, so we wanted to get some winter camping in and some proper training when it comes to just walking in snow and just non-easy routes. So this one was a total of 25 miles, which we did. We did what we were going to do by the time we get back to the trailhead, 25 miles or more actually, because we had to park 2 miles from the trailhead. So I think that's what really got us. That extra 2 miles just kicked our butts. It is 7 a.m. on Sunday. Cold, snowy, windy. It's going to be a interesting 10 miles back to the trailhead. Talk about a winter wonderland. That's where they set up camp. It is certainly uphill. But follow them anyways.
So as you can tell, this is the main reason why we decided not to push for the summit on Sunday initially, was due to this storm that was moving in, because getting caught in this on the summit of Kings Peak would have been disastrous. Definitely would not have been a fun time. So turning around was definitely the safe choice, and try again another day. Once again, I want to thank all of you guys for watching. I appreciate the viewers, the followers. Please like, comment, share, follow to stay up to date with my crazy adventures. We will be doing more hikes in the near future, so stay tuned and see you guys around.